GangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode.
The next card that we're going to talk about was Buzzing in the Afternoon. You know,
the appetizer.
The appetizer, you know, where Eddie, you know, launched, had a card,
mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks of boxing.
Fire mozzarella sticks.
And it was a hell of a card how it played out. You know, the main event was Conor Benn versus Samuel Vargas, and definitely, that fight, obviously, Samuel Vargas is now, he's in the ghost role now. Basically, he's like the opponent for hire now for anyone who's on the come up or who's looking, or a former,
No. Put him on vacation. He's on leave now. He's not trying out no more.
I don't know if he's even worth a resume checker right now at this point with that fucking.
Yeah, I think the fun things too is obviously. He has an experience, but in the end, it looks like that probably his punch resistance is probably not there anymore, because as soon as Ben cracked him one time, Ben, let off one of them, let out a killer instinct combo on his ass, and he caught all of them shits, all of them.
Yeah.
But
that's what you're supposed to do when you're a young, explosive fighter. You hurt somebody, you jump on them, get some more punches in there and get them out of there. That's what people want to see. That's how stars are made.
Yeah, absolutely. And he had that shit buzzing because his hand speed looked like it improved. His hands were flying, do. Vargas didn't know what was hitting him, and then people were calling no, this is one of them British stoppages. I had no problem with that.
Nah, that was the shit.
Yeah, because Vargas
was chucking bombs at this man. This was like Tyson Pinkleton Thomas on the ropes. What the fuck?
Yeah.
When y'all thought this was Kawasaki Manfredi?
Yeah,
shit.
Oh, go ahead, Pilot.
So look at the Hooker Ramirez shit, against the ropes. The dude was dead against the ropes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And no one was calling that shit, but they're calling it because Vargas looked like, because he wasn't there though, but it looked like he was about to throw a punch, but he didn't throw anything when he was catching all them bricks. So it's
my bad. I don't want. I want people to have lives outside of boxing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
But Conor Benn though, but this was the type of fight that Conor Benn needs because he's a welterweight. Now everyone's appropriately lumping him with who's going to be the next generation of welterweights, and rightfully so. He needed that. So I know he was calling out some people. I think they were talking about some Amir Khan fight. I'm yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
Stop. Yeah, I'm sure Amir Khan wants to enjoy the fruits of his labor and retirement.
Yeah, I think Amir Khan's yeah, no. Unless there was a title on the line of some sort, it's yeah, no.
Amir Khan.
Yeah, Amir Khan don't want that.
Yeah,
we don't want that.
We don't want it either. Yeah,
nobody wants that.
Look, Amir Khan, the only person who will tolerate you fighting at this point is Kell Brook.
Even then, I'm not tolerating that. I don't care.
Yeah, we don't care, but it's on some indifferent type shit. We'll watch it, but
we'll watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it.
But you can't get me excited, or you can't get me less indifferent for anything else.
Nah, at this point, Con Brook is Ortiz Rio status.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, it's worse than that. It's Witter Hatton now.
That's real talk. But Conor Benn.
Shout out official scorecard boxing science.
Yeah, big up. Yep, Conor Benn. I was impressed. Okay, Conor Benn. Then we got him actually tough now. You talking. You can clearly put away. Faded. Welterweight journeyman. Fading or faded, So that dude. If Eddie moves him right, that dude can possibly be something.
When do you think you could bring him across the pond? Is he ready? He's a welterweight, right? He's 147.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he still has a ways to go.
He's
Still domestic level, and I don't care all the rah he was talking afterwards. He's not ready for.
Yeah, he was talking about.
Wait. We're talking about 147. Who is he not ready for?
I mean, most of the guys in the top 10 will beat him. Stop.
Like who? Don't and when I say who, don't say Spence, Pat, Thurman, Porter. Don't say the top 5. Like who in the bottom half? You can give me from top 5. I'm sorry, from number 6 to 12.
I'm pretty sure Stanionis would beat him. Stop.
Him?
Oh.
Nah.
Stop.
I mean,
that's like a
Lipinets
50-50
top
fight.
10? I mean, again, but I mean, I think he'd probably give Lipinets hands. I don't know, maybe.
I mean, since it's domestic level, I mean, there's David Avanasian who's still out there, and then there's a Chris.
I think
Congo,
he beats him.
and then a Chris Congo who recently did lose. You know, so I mean, on the domestic level he has, but I would say like if he beats someone like that on it, who actually has a little reputation on that level, then I would say maybe within the next 5 fights you could probably bring him over the pond or some shit.
Fuck out of here with these 5 fights. Look, I'll give you. Look, I try to see objectively. Look, dude is like maybe 2 fights away.
I feel
2
you.
fights. So and I'm saying 2 fights away from. Like right now, I think he's 50-50 with Stanionis.
Man, give this nigga fucking meme machine and fucking let it be done with. Like,
I think he's ready for Mean Machine now.
yeah, give him a meme machine or a Ray Robinson or see what he does with that. Maybe I'll consider.
Yeah,
That's why I said like he's 2 fights away. Cause look, if he beats a Mean Machine, then he beats Ray Robinson or Benioson or somebody like that in his next fight, and I'm talking about he destroys him or he stops him, he dish rags him. Then you can't tell me no fucking 3 more fights until he comes to America. Like, nah.
I mean, I don't care how long it takes. I just don't think he's that good. I'm keeping it 100.
Oh, see, well, that's different then. Like, it's one thing to say someone's not that good or they're ready. You could be ready and not that good, and then you could be ready and you can be good.
Yeah, no, that's just what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't care, because I just don't think he's that good. There's a lot of
more, or you just don't believe him, P?
No, I've seen enough that I just don't think he's that good.
True. All right.
Yeah, so but I mean,
he's no Nigel.
Yeah, no, I mean, no one is Nigel Benn. Nigel Benn was an animal in his prime. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's either way. I mean, you know, when you're trying to stand out in this welterweight division, that's the type of performance you need, and you know, he delivered on it. But that was not the fight of the card, though. The fight of the card belonged. The fight of the night belonged to the women. Surprisingly, you know, Shannon Courtney and Ebony Bridges for the vacant WBA bantamweight title. Now,
I want to say too surprisingly, you know.
Well, let's put it this way: I didn't expect them to go to really throw them hands like they were throwing. Like, I mean, they were talking that.
They was going to have a good fight. Like Shannon Courtney fights, they've been decent. Like,
yeah. I thought it was gonna be a good fight though, but them broads fought like.
I didn't think we was going to get a borderline fight of the year. Yeah. I thought we'd get a good scrap, but. Yeah, like, you know what? I might just say fight of the year. They really.
It was to me. It was a fight of the year. Like they're like Ebony Bridges. Like, because obviously, if you look at Ebony Bridges, you know she is like, you know, she has, you know, she's very blessed in some areas, and most people were like, including Courtney, were like, yo, she's nothing more than like a lingerie model, and they were talking. Yeah.
Take old biddies.
Yeah, and they were talking cash shit to each other. So like, you know, and. I'll say this: Ebony Bridges is a fighter. She came to fight. Like this shit was.
Don't let the looks fool you.
Yeah, like they
let Hooker knock your ass out.
Yeah, they tore into each other for 10 rounds. Like they were throwing bombs at each other. Like
ram, guys, not even no ram. It was like boom.
Yeah. Like, you know, they was going harder than some dudes. Like they was like throwing spades at each other. Like, you know, after the first round, I think a headbutt. Like they were both like bleeding. Like. One was bleeding from a cut in her head or some shit like that from the headbutt. The other was bleeding from the eye or something. Like it was nuts, you know. But then Courtney though, I think Courtney though was she at the no, in the beginning though, she was catching a lot of those bombs. Like, you know, she Ebony Bridges had her, had her on the run for a little bit, but Courtney though she kind of showed her, her class.
Yeah, that boxing, because Courtney, this is the thing, like, you could tell, and this what me and PJ be trying to, like, really, get on people about as far as when it comes to training, like, how important footwork is in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, footwork makes the difference in a lot of situations, especially in boxing, and y'all see just a little bit of pivot, a little bit of turn and jab was the difference. As soon as Courtney started boxing and just turning Bridges and just meeting her with the right hand, getting the hooks in there, and she wasn't standing in front of her, just taking hooks and trading with her, the whole fight changed.
Yeah. Yeah, and in Courtney Leonard, I think there was twice where she froze Ebony Bridges with shots. Like, I think there was one like looked like she was like ready to go, like froze her in her tracks.
Yeah, that was late in the fight. Like, she had threw a right hand, and yeah, Ebony Bridges like low key like walked into it, and you could tell like something held her up. Her eyes was about to drop. I think
her eye was
titties held her up.
Her eye was fucked up, but she definitely exceeded expectations. She was tough as fuck. So
yeah, like her eye was like a damn plum. It was so purple, like it was.
Yeah, that eye was looking nasty. It looked like a slug was on it or some shit.
Yeah,
looking like Sloth from the Goonies.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
good
Damn,
lord.
But yeah, that fight was everything. But she didn't give up though. Like she fought hard to the final bell, and I was just like, I was like, yeah, I had to clap because I was like, yeah, that was effort. That was impressive. Only we get fighters that will that have beef with each other that actually fight with that type of passion. Like them.
See, it was a drive behind it, like, because this is the thing, like, if she didn't have her looks, no one would care about all the talking.
Yeah, that's
it
true.
It would have just been like regular basic boxing. It would have been McCaskill and Breakers.
Facts.
Although that had its own little slant to it, because the underlying theme of these little battles is, especially for the women, like men's boxing is different. Like, we get into all different shit, but women, it's more like, I'm authentic, I'm a real boxer, you're not type shit.
Yeah.
and you see that's like the whole driving energy in women's boxing. And it was Courtney who we could tell was the boxer in the fight.
Right.
The real deal. Like, we knew. But it was the whole dismissive, like, look, like, you just look good, you ain't shit, I'm gonna beat your ass, I'm gonna show you what real boxing is, them titties ain't gonna save you, fuck all that math teaching ain't gonna save you, none, I'm gonna beat your ass, I'm gonna knock you out. She was talking cash shit. And then Ebony Bridges is on the other hand on some like, look, just because I'm fine, I got all this I'm working with, don't mean I can't fight. Y'all think pretty women have it easy? Nah, because y'all try to just put us in a box. So you had all that shit just bubbling, man, and then they came together and gave us a classic fight.
Absolutely, man, and yeah, that it was classic. I was like, damn it, yo, Eddie has found a niche. Like he actually runs the niche right now in women's boxing right now.
Fact.
It's the best year of women's boxing I think we've ever had, and we haven't even had a legit super fight yet.
Absolutely, yo.
Closest
to legwork. It seems like they've been carrying. It seems like females are putting on more than the men so far in 2021, almost.
Facts.
Yeah, and I think it's just the extra motivation just to get. It's just because simply, it's the attention, But I was like, yo, this shit was spectacular. And then the worst thing about the whole thing was Amanda Serrano was hating hard.
Oh, that tweet, yeah. That tweet was,
bad
taste.
Yeah, I was like, "What is your problem?" Like, they're not fighting you. Like, I mean, I understand where all that hate came from.
It's like, yes, we know you will beat both their ass at the same time in the same day. We know that. We know that.
Right.
Like, we get it. Like, but just to say, like, in the tweet, I'm paraphrasing, of course. It was something along the lines of, I guess some people are there for skills, and I guess others are there to entertain, I guess. Like,
Yeah, I was like, why? There's no reason. There's no reason for all that damn shade. Like
It was passive aggressive as fuck, and like we all like everybody gave Serrano her props when she was in her good one-sided fight.
Absolutely, yeah. So I don't, yeah, she was bugging there. I mean,
You jumped down a man throat though, like, oh, men's boxing this. You got the fans. You know, men need to support women, but like y'all don't even support it.
facts, and like other women fighters too, like Alicia Baumgartner. Like I know she was loving that fight or whatever. And, she's like, I mean, all the other ones, but she was hating. I was like, yo, you guys need that attention. I was like, do you want to be paid by the round again like they used to do it? You know what I mean? So,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like y'all are the niche inside of a niche sport, hating.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, get the fuck out of here! Like, come on, like, and you like levels above, like like you're gonna go down as a Hall of Famer, all-time great. Like just to put it in perspective, this is like Pacquiao, coming down off of pound for pound #1, saying, "Oh man, this Omar Sheikha Scott Pemberton fight on Friday Night Fights." I guess it's okay if you like. I guess it's okay if you like to be entertained, but you like skill. You can watch my fights with Barrera and Morales and Cotto, and like you get my drift. Like, come on, like how dare you? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, give me. She needs to get it together, though. I mean, and give them their props, because they put it on the line and put it for our entertainment and for women's boxing in general.
Yeah, and they said it like Ebony Bridges been saying that the whole time. Like, yeah, I've been talking shit, but I wanted to show, like, look, you gonna put on a good fight, steal the show, and she did. Like, they did.
Sure did.
Because in a way, she kind of won the event because she did better than everybody expected, but she damn sure lost the fight. Like,
she did. It wasn't one of them close ass fights, or whatever. Like,
I wouldn't mind the rematch down the line. Bridges gotta get a little more improved.
Yeah.
She needs to improve on the footwork and the turns, because as soon as Courtney moves, she needs to be able to move right with her and be throwing something.
Absolutely.
She did move her head good at certain spots, though. I can't lie, because there was one right hand Courtney threw, like, I think it was either 8, 9, or 10 when Bridges against the ropes in the corner, and I swear if she didn't slip her head on that punch,
well, I mean, Courtney,
she would have been fucking out.
Yeah, I mean, Courtney. Yeah, I mean, there was definitely spots in the fight where Courtney was catching some shit from Bridges, and she looked like it was literally shaking her core.
Yeah, one of the last rounds, I think she was beating Bridges. I think the very last punch Bridges caught her with like a left hook.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was right at the belt, and her head snapped all the way back.
I was like, good lord,
all the way back.
Yeah,
that was a good little highlight. Like, yeah. Fuck it, like, yo, you have to see this fight if you haven't seen this fight. It's a great ass fucking fight. It's definitely a fight of the year. Fuck it.
Women's boxing been delivering.
Yeah, and
it has. I enjoyed it more than Breakus McCaskill 2 rematch, and I thought that was a good fight.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to see some blood. So when I saw blood like this, I'm what I think it was like Doug Fisher. It was like a bloodthirsty demon or something like that. As soon as I saw that blood, I'm like, I was tuned in. I was really tuned in.
It was going there. We got another. We gotta show Savannah Marshall some love.
Yeah, unfortunately, her original opponent, had to bow out because a member of her team, Femke Hermans, our original member of her team had COVID, although she didn't. But the rules are like, yeah, if you're exposed to someone who had COVID, you got to pull out. So we got another fight who's someone who's clearly overmatched, Maria Lindbergh, although has been in there with other top women fighters, had never been knocked out. She was kind of a little past her prime, so to speak, just to be nice about it. But Savannah Marshall proves that she is a puncher. Like, Savannah Marshall, the first thing I said, Savannah Marshall is big for her size. Like she's
Yeah.
she's
That style is just all
she's bigger than Shields. And Shields is big.
Yeah, and then the way she punches, like she turns over her punches like crazy. Like like the impact that when she lands some punches, like they're swift and boom, boom, boom. And
she throws in bunches, and she has this style where it's just it's relaxed but assertive. Like she's just crazy. Like, man, like she a problem right now. Like,
yeah, and
I don't see who could beat her as a woman fighter.
Yeah, she destroyed. I mean, Lindbergh had no chance. Like she was dropped in the second round, and then the third round after the combination in the third round, like she sat in there and just got counted out. Like she was good. Like she knew that nothing was. She didn't have an equalizer. Nothing was going to change. And then Savannah Marshall was pretty much calling her out. Talking shit about she's out here. She's training for MMA and shit like that. She don't want no fight like this. And then I was
trying to roll around in the octagon.
Does Eddie tell them to sauce it up during the post fights? Because Ben was talking the shit. So was Savannah. It seems like Eddie tells them put on a little spice on it.
Well, with Savannah Marshall, when Savannah Marshall talks, like she has that really strong English accent, like it's hard to take it seriously sometimes because it's really pronounced.
No, it's better that way. Like,
I don't think he told. I mean, I definitely don't think he told Ben to do that because, like, that seemed like he was like Ben seemed like he was kind of barking at her for a little bit. I'm like, like, I doubt he told him to do that. Now,
you know what it is? I think everybody's not used to promoters promoting. See, Eddie Hearn is just doing what Don King used to do.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up there and kind of instigate and hype up and talk shit. That's what a promoter's supposed to do.
Yeah, and Eddie's kind of annoying though. He gets a little bit too much in the videos sometimes.
He's on the border of Diddy, but he's kind of on that Diddy shit, but not fully.
I think boxing needs it though. Like, cause these boxers, like, they not pushing themselves enough.
Yeah, and I mean,
I think he almost has to do that for these guys. You wouldn't need him to do that for no damn Jake Paul. You don't need him to do that for no fucking Broner, no Teofimo.
Yeah, I mean, something that fights with. I mean, he does. I mean, he's the promoter. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
I'd rather him do that than be somewhere making tweets like, "Oh, I'm losing money out of
But in a official scorecard boxing science, he said Savannah Marshall is another who pleasantly surprised me with her skills when I saw her fight. Yeah, Savannah Marshall, like, I mean, regardless of what you want to say about our competition, Savannah Marshall can fight. Like, I mean, it's very clear.
Yeah, she's destroying the competition. Shields would have went fucking 10 rounds with this lady.
Yeah, and that's also.
And they said she'd have glowed afterward.
Damn.
No, like, am I lying?
Yeah, I mean, shit, nigga, you're not lying.
I'd rather you could call yourself the damn assistant manager at Kinko's after you knock a motherfucker out. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But when you saying, goat shit, and, you gotta knock a motherfucker out or
fact.
Damn, do your best way to put them there or closest to it.
Also facts. So I mean, yeah, Savannah Marshall. So yeah, I mean, I know now. Obviously, now hopefully there's gonna be another big push, and Eddie's, he's gonna say, and Shields is like, hey, the number you have to pay for, to get this fight made. So hopefully that maybe get a fight this year. I mean, we're in April now. Hopefully they can make the fight for this year because it will go a long way. I mean, that's boxing.
They got enough time to make the fucking rematch by the end of the year.
Because that is the biggest fight you can make among women's boxing right now, outside of any Katie Taylor fight. But actually, no, that might actually be bigger right now than any Katie Taylor fight. It is bigger.
Shields Marshall is number one. Biggest fight in women's boxing.
Unless Katie Taylor was facing like Serrano or something like that. But other than that,
Taylor Serrano is number two. The only fight I think could be bigger if Leigh Ali came out, and I don't think that's happening, so we won't bring it up. But as far as anticipation and star power and hyping up, nah.
Yeah. Those two fights, but especially like Shields and Marshall needs to happen for women's boxing sake, and so boxing sake, it's too much buzz. Like people who are pro Shields want to see it. People who are pro Marshall want to see
You don't
it.
need Van Wolf, Lee Ali happen over again.
Yeah, no. So
Or not happen all over again.
Exactly. Get this fight made. So yeah, I mean the whole card was an appetizer. They had 2 other fights in there. I won't get into them, but one of them was another crazy ass war. So yeah, Eddie has found like he's in a groove right now with these type of cards, with these domestic cards he'd be putting on there, because especially with the women fights he's been putting on, like, dude, he's on point now. He's getting really on point, and you can see that. And hopefully this type of matchmaking will spill over to the Canelo's cards.
Yes, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, don't hold your breath for that one.
Yeah, they be waiting for like the worst cards to put around Canelo.
Yeah.
Like, a UPS driver, Starbucks manager. Yeah, okay, yeah. Them 2 fights.
Yo,
like, dude, no one wants to see that shit.
Yo, LB's killing me tonight, yo.
When the fucking Ruiz Areola pay-per-view undercard looking better than the Canelo undercard, there's problems.
Facts. Big fucking facts. But hey, we'll see. Canelo BGS undercard hasn't been fully released yet, so to my knowledge, so we will see what happens.
Tickets have shit.
Yeah, yeah, tickets have though. They made sure of that. No question.
Yeah, we don't know who's fighting, but you getting the ginger kid and the guy with the nasal spray.
Oh man. And then we have Adari Pennant, who just joined us. Salute. I would like to see Luis Ortiz versus Kubrat Pulev on the undercard of AJ and Fury. Yeah, good luck at getting Ortiz to
But that's not a bad fight though.
It's not a bad fight.
That's actually a good ass fucking undercard fight.
Yeah, but it's one of those fights where I'll actually let him go on a card like that. I mean, Ortiz hasn't really been, or is it gonna be like, what, we'll have you fight for the heavyweight title on pay-per-view sometime, but
well, whenever Ruiz gets it again, or if Wilder gets it again, or somebody slip on a banana peel. Yeah. Like, damn, Ortiz boy be getting these hookups. And this is the thing, Pulev would be like literally like one of his best wins if he was to beat him.
Lord knows Pulev has a better resume than he does, and I'd hate to say that.
Of course.
I really hate to say that because I hate how Pulev fights, and Ortiz is the better fighter. But Pulev
the way he's moved, you wouldn't think that.
Yeah, no, it's exactly.
But when they sign you to basically be the rival for someone else that they trying to, keep on the training wheels, your career runs parallel to it, and it's like, it's like you're trying to be the Ken Norton for damn Wilder.
Oh man, so that I mean but it would be a good undercard fight. But I wouldn't hold my breath on that fight ever happening. At least not on that undercard per se. But yeah, Eddie, salute for Eddie for the appetizer card, because it was really excellent. And then of course,
I'm hungry though now. I'm still hungry. The mozzarella sticks, the jalapeno poppers, they was good. It was bussing. The wings were cool, but what we got for like the main course, like
the main course, it's I call it main course, and have nothing bad to say. With PBC on Showtime delivered an outstanding card.